Cause I can't find one that knows how to treat a man. I'm just really trying to understand who really trying to know.
So I'm back with another video. First of all, two things. I'm kind of sick, if you can't tell. Second, if you hear people talking in the background, I'm kind of sorry. That's guest over. But yeah, I'm finally about to film the video that a lot of y'all have been asking me about, and that is how I got into A&T, or like what's the process for getting into A&T. So I'm gonna try to give y'all the details in the best way I can, because honestly it was like 2 years ago now, and I don't have the best memory. I applied to A&T, I want to say it was about maybe October-ish, November-ish. It was kind of late in my opinion, and I got my acceptance letter February 7th, 2017, you know. Yeah, boom. From what I remember, the process to applying was pretty simple. In fact, they wanted an official transcript, they wanted your SAT or ACT test scores, and then they wanted certain classes to take. Now I'm just going to read off the requirements that they have on the website. If you go to A&T's website and you go to their undergraduate admissions and then go to freshman admissions or something like that, they give you a whole list of what they need. But what you would need, but it says 4 units of English, 4 units of math, 3 units of science, 2 units of social studies, including 1 unit of U.S. history, and 2 units of foreign language. So basically, my high school, the classes that I took, that was pretty much already, I pretty much had that in a bag. I feel like it's pretty much the same around high school, but you never know. But my high school, I didn't too much have to worry about taking certain classes by the time, you know, I graduated. Like I said, I did apply late. I applied my senior year, and then I graduated that spring. So by that time, any classes that I didn't have, I just didn't have them. But fortunately enough for me, I had already had all the classes that I needed. Plus, on top of that, I was taking dual enrollment at my local community college. So I was pretty good on the classes that I needed. And then it says, all of this is from 2018. So I don't know how different it is now, but all of this was updated in 2018. So it says your average GPA was you need an average GPA of 3.610 weighted. I want to say my GPA graduating high school was maybe like a 3.8 something. So yeah, and then your average SAT score you need was a 1041, and your average ACT was a 20. So I only took the ACT. I had never, you know, prepared or anything. I never taken the SAT. So as far as I knew, that was all I needed. But if I would recommend, if you can, to take both just in case. Yeah, my ACT score, my ACT composite, it was a 25, I want to say. I believe it was a 25. If it wasn't a 25, it was a 23. But I had, my high school had prepared us from, I want to say like sophomore year for the ACT. So I was pretty much, you know, I pretty much understood it and I pretty much scored well on it every time I took it. So yeah, the ACT, I would recommend. I don't know how the SAT is, but I know the ACT is it's not that bad, honestly, if you just prepare for it. Yeah, so those are basically the basic requirements that you need, like, to, as far as the applications go. So yeah, on your transcripts, I would suggest you just making sure you have all of those classes. And then I will also suggest, if you have the money or if you have a program near you that allows it to take dual credit, but only do this if you know exactly what your major is going to be. Because I took dual credit in high school as an option, but at the time, I didn't really know what my major was going to be yet. I ended up going into A&T for nursing, and then because it was nursing, they didn't really take other schools' credits. They only wanted their own credits. So my dual enrollment classes pretty much sat until I needed them. Then once I switched my major, which is another topic, I will probably do a whole different video on that. But once I switched my major, a lot of the classes that I took at the community college, they took those classes. So I would suggest taking dual enrollment if you have the money for it, and if you know what your major is, because you don't want to do dual enrollment and then you end up not using the credits at all. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. And like I said, those are the basic requirements that's on the website. So you need all of your classes. You need an SAT score or an ACT score, and you also need a 3.6 GPA weighted. So yeah, that's the basic stuff. Some advice that I would give is to apply as early as you can. I apply late in my opinion, but apply as early as you can so that, you know, once you so first of all, if you're missing any documents, you have time to get them in. You don't have to worry about it. And then second, when you apply early, you could possibly get your acceptance letter earlier. So then you can get into the process of, you know, housing and classes and stuff like that. So I would definitely suggest applying earlier. So I feel like the requirements are pretty simple, but each year since I've been there, the freshman admittance percentage has gone up, so like it's very competitive to get in. So I would say get your best of everything on your transcript, your best grades, your best classes, like any extracurricular you had, any volunteer doesn't go in the transcript, but you know, stuff like that, like anything extra, you want to get that in there because it really is competitive. Like it's a really nice school, and although it seems like they accept a lot of people, it's still competitive. But I just feel like if you've always been the type of person that did well in school, and you always had, you know, the best grades and anything like that, you shouldn't have to worry too much. Yeah, they only take a certain amount of out-of-state students at A&T. They only take 18%, and I know that seems like a low number, but yeah, that's why you need to be on your A game if you are out of state, because trust me, once you get on campus, you really do see how many in-state students it is. They only take 18%, so you want to kind of be on your A game when it comes to admissions. You want to be first in everything, first in turning in everything, you know, like things like that. So you basically get first priority right up under the in-state states. I feel like there wasn't much that I had to go through between the time that I applied and the time that I got in. I sent everything in that I needed to send, and like I said, I got my acceptance letter February 7th, and I applied somewhere in the fall of 2016. So yeah, it wasn't much that I really could do after that, besides, you know, send my stuff in and wait to hear back. But I pretty much knew like that I was gonna get in. I don't want to sound, you know, a certain type of way, but I pretty much knew that I was gonna get in. This is what happened. I applied to the school because I had heard so many things about it that fall, and then in that time, me and my mom were like planning when we were gonna go to open house and the orientation and stuff like that. So then all of that happened that following spring of 2017. My graduation, my open house, and then orientation. So I pretty much knew that I wanted to go there. I knew that I was gonna get in. I just had faith that I was gonna get in, so that's what happened. Honestly, to be completely honest, I feel like it's a very great school, but I feel like you shouldn't stress too much about not getting in unless you have, you know, the bare, I don't want to say bare minimum, but unless, you know, you don't have the best test scores and you don't have the best GPA. I would say you need to focus heavily on your GPA. You need to focus heavily on your test scores. The higher you can score on those tests, the better. And then your GPA. The higher your GPA, the better. I don't know the lowest that they'll take, but 3.6, that's like the average. So I'm not sure what the lowest is that they'll take. But you just want to be on the best of everything. So that's what I would say. Not to guarantee that you get in, but to, you know, heighten your chances of getting. If you're pretty sure that this is where you want to go to the open house if you can. I went and it pretty much confirmed it. So I know I got my acceptance letter, but going to the open house pretty much confirmed it. They had tours of the whole campus, tours of the residence halls. What else they had? They had like seminars, I guess you could say, and things like that. And then the open house is where, I want to say the open house is where I met my advisor for nursing when I was a nursing major. So yeah, if you can, go to the open house. Orientation, is that mandatory? I don't think it is, but orientation, go to orientation, because that's pretty much, you know, where you're gonna get everything that you need to know if you haven't gotten it already. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. I pretty much, now that I'm thinking about it, I was pretty much out on a limb the whole time until I actually got to the campus. Like, I did not apply to any in-state schools that I live. I only applied to out-of-state. And then when I applied to I was set on going to A&T before I even applied. So by the time I applied, I was like, I'm getting in, no need to worry. I'm just waiting back to hear from them, then we can go from there. So yeah, I was pretty much like just waiting. Honestly, like with the requirements, you can pretty much find all of that online. I'm trying not to make this video too long, but if you guys do want, you know, housing advice, or, you know, organizations that you want to know about, or class advice, anything like that, just drop it in the comments. I really tried to do the best I could in helping you all, but really, I don't know, in my experience, I could be wrong, it could be different for other people, but in my experience, it was pretty simple. So it was pretty simple, so I could only give you my experience from it. Yeah, if you want to know about orientation, you know, anything you think of, drop it in the comments or DM me like some of you all have been doing, or you know, message me or anything like that, so I can help you all. If you are a fellow A&T YouTuber and you want to collab or something like that, let me know and I can possibly do that. I am in the Chicagoland area, so if y'all out there, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of right now. If I think of anything else, I will definitely do a part 2. But like I said, feel free to send me suggestions of what y'all want to know, or like any other videos that y'all want to see, because you know, it's me and you, sis, it's me and you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I helped the best that I could, and I will be back for another one.
Everything I get, you get a piece. Why you can't sit back and be my piece? Net was looking dry, I bought a